navigate dispute in the digital sector? What is the future of mediation in the Nigerian communication industry? The emergency of digital interaction among people have given rise to new types of dispute, like the consumer to business dispute, C2B, B2B, business to business dispute. You have the cyber security breaches, data privacy violations, digital trade conflict, payment dispute in the fintech industry. You have the dispute concerning platform reliability in e-commerce, that is electronic commerce, fraud and regulatory compliances issues, copyright infringement. They love them. Data privacy violations, you know, a lot of, because of the interaction, because of the digital economy is fast rising. Disputes are also occurring in that sector because it's an online. Someone can breach your data. So disputes in digital economy are fast rising. It's affecting sectors like telecommunication industry, e-commerce, fintech industry, and all the lot of sectors using digital technology. Resolving dispute using technology is all about cutting costs. The escalating nature of digital dispute in Nigeria require application of mediation in resolving the dispute or other dispute resolution mechanism. There is arbitration, there is a cancellation, negotiation. But mediation is more faster. In the telecommunication industry, they have agencies that regulate them. You have the Nigerian Data Protection Commission. You have the Nigerian Application Implementation Directive 2005, and Nigeria Data Protection Commission as the regulatory authority for data protection. It enables data subject to lodge complaints with the commission, and with the help of the commission they can seek for solutions. And what are the solutions to this digital economy dispute that's fast rising? One of them is the use of online dispute resolution, and mediation can be done online. Online dispute resolution would provide a promising value to dispute resolution, because online dispute resolution is enabled by the law. There are legal frameworks, there are institutional framework rather, that have recognized electronic communication in dispute, which is the AMA Arbitration and Mediation Act in Nigeria of 2023. There are other international institutional framework that have recognized dispute resolution mechanisms for resolving dispute. Because online dispute resolution, why you use mediation in online, it enhances speed, efficiency, it's cost effective, it's confidential, it's enforceable, it enables cross-border dispute. You can imagine you transact, you do trade online like your e-commerce. definitely it's not everywhere. By the time your business go international, it's not only Nigerians that will be doing transacting your business or ordering things online. It could go cross border. People can order your things all over other continent, other countries. And when there is a breach of contract and the process, you have to start inviting someone from UK or US to come and do dispute in Nigeria. So that's why online dispute resolution is fast rising also to tackle sectors like the e-commerce industry, the fintech industry, where there are new kind of dispute arising because of digital economy sector fast rising. Dispute arises in all this sector because of human interaction. Um, Mediation is very confidential, but I want to give you a case study where people have used mediation and other dispute resolution mechanisms to carry out dispute resolution in the data settle. There is a Fleetway Theatre breach in 2022 where a hacker stole 2.9 billion naira via fraudulent transactions. Fleetway opted for private arbitration with affected banks to recover funds. In 2002, there is also the Jumia vs. customer data leakage, something like that, and it was resolved via facilitated mediation. There is also the Congo vs. Merchant dispute of 2021. So these are some of the cases that made kind of dispute that arises online, and there are many of them that have not been resolved because there are challenges they are facing. Mediation, there are challenges facing the digital sector. Most of them are unaware, low awareness that, oh, okay, there is something called mediation or there is something called online dispute resolution. We can lodge complaints, limited trust mechanisms, or limited online dispute resolution platforms. They kind of worried about enforceability issues and limited digital infrastructures to enable people access this online dispute resolution. As in, most of these digital trade platforms, they have their contract that is binding, and most people don't read that. They just do things because, especially for e-commerce industry, where you put your details, your private informations, and if hackers does that, or they have a policy and it's been breached and they breach your data, or they publishes your data without permission, you can sue them. That's why most institutions encourage them to implement arbitration or mediation clauses in their contract. So those contracts can be binding on both people. When they breach your data privacy, you can lodge a complaint. So the most important thing is, in every sector that is fast growing, in every sector or in every industry, a new kind of dispute arises because people are communicating, people are doing business. Especially in the cybersecurity industry, where breach of data is high in volume. So we can use mediation, online dispute resolution mechanisms to tackle this aspect of fast rising disputes. Because the digital industry is growing rapidly. The sector is growing rapidly, especially the fintech industry. Let's use an example of maybe one of this fintech industry here for payment purposes. And sometimes the dispute can be caused by machine error. Maybe where you're using a platform to make payments and all of a sudden you make payment online and your money is being deducted, but the fintech have not received your money, neither have you received the goods. You'll be worried. So if these things are not resolved, people will lack trust for those platforms. So that's why mediation have come to stay. People need more awareness that, oh, I have an online dispute, in the digital sector, and there is also a mechanism to resolve it. So that's why more awareness needs to be created. Because in the technology, telecommunication industry, communication industry, disputes are there. They have institutions that regulate them, that foreseen that foreseen what they do, that give them rules and guidelines. But when these rules are being breached, what happens next? How do you go about that? Yes, those institutions you can report, you can lodge a complaint. What about if they're not fasting, helping out? That's why online dispute resolution, mediation have come to stay, to help parties speak to each other, navigate this conflict. So even there are some of them I have not mentioned because these things are fast growing, and people also need to resolve and speak about and talk about what makes them engage in dispute and find a way, solution to it. And mediation have come to stay. Mediation can be done online, so you have to give it a try. If there is any breaching in contract in dealing in digital sector,